Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Nia, and I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
She's still not feeling 100%.
No, I'm still not very good, but you know, hey.
She can get through this one.
I can still laugh.
You can still laugh. Yeah, this one's pretty funny. We actually were going to do it a few days ago. Somebody took out a PPP loan and for like $50,000, $60,000 and they turned around and they spent it on a Pokémon card.
I just can't wrap my head around it. Like
a card. One card.
I don't. No, it was 2/3. It was only 2/3 of his amount he got.
So let's talk about this. I do think that a lot of these loans are going to be abused.
100%.
100%. But let's talk about this.
One card.
So, got to give a hat tip to the Mary Sue of all places. But actually, I did see this a couple of days ago. We just didn't get a chance to record it. But the Mary Sue had a better thumbnail.
I was gonna say I do appreciate the Team Rocket reference.
Yeah.
However, you did tell me about this a couple days ago.
Yeah. So let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 238,000 subs.
Woo!
Thank you so much for the support. Greatly appreciate. We do talk about pop culture, talk about anime, talk about video games. We haven't talked much about COVID loans before. But
we have talked about Pokemon cards.
We have talked about Pokemon cards. Yeah, they're a hot commodity right now.
Yeah, apparently there was fights over them. That one poor kid sold his collection, and then I'm sure he got taken advantage of, and so they sent him some and everything else. Now this person decided to use their money, the relief loan money, to go buy one card.
I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Vinny. I don't know. Vinny from Dublin, Georgia.
Yeah.
Was recently charged with wire fraud for using more than 2/3 of his COVID relief loan on a rare Pokemon card. Originally reported by The Telegraph, and I have that article too. The charge carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in federal prison and up to $250,000 in fines.
Now, he's not the first one that's done this. There's been several people who've done it, but they bought like houses and cars. He bought, which none of it's okay. But one Pokemon card. And how did they find out about it? Someone report him?
I don't know. Back in March of 2020, when COVID really hit the ground running, Congress passed the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, which basically you could get a COVID loan,
right?
And they would give you a loan, and then you could actually have that forgiven if you met the criteria, right? As expected, the money is meant to be used on, your business and not the way that Vinny used it.
Oh my God.
Vinny submitted an application for an EIDL in July 2020 on behalf of a business he claimed to have been operating since 2018. He stated he had 10 employees and earned a gross revenue of $235,000 a year. Those people aren't getting paid much.
No, but I'm just it sounds like he made it up, maybe?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Some of the criteria for that, people were making up businesses, and they're like, no, you had to have been in business for X number of years and prove it and all this.
Right, because to get the higher amounts, you had to have employees and everything else. I mean, you could get it if you were your own business, but you had to there was a lot of criteria there, but it wasn't to the level of money that people who had employees could get.
Right. So on August 4th, he received a loan of $85,000. As someone who understands the absolute headache it was to attempt to apply for one of these loans, oh boy, I'm kind of floored that this man would go through all the trouble for a Pokemon card, assuming that was his game plan. He might have thought, I'm gonna reinvest this money in Pokemon cards since they're so hot, and then I'm gonna flip it and I'm gonna make my money back.
Could have been. That makes sense.
But that's not how it works. You're supposed to prove how you spent the money. Did you spend it on your rent? Did you spend the money on employees, business expenses?
Yeah, you have to prove that you have employees and all that kind of stuff.
The particular loan he applied for is not eligible for forgiveness, so he will eventually have to repay it. Is that really worth it for a Pokemon card?
Well, that's why I'm thinking you're right, because he knew he had to pay it back. So he's probably okay, I'll get this card. It'll go up. I'll flip it, and then I'll make my money back, and I'll pay it back, and then I'll make some money on the side.
Yeah. Kotaku talked about how much these cards can go for. They have a list of examples from back in July of this year. So yeah, he probably thought that he was gonna flip it, like real estate or
what card
stocks.
Did he buy? Does it say?
I don't think they said. Yeah, I don't think they said. What did he buy? They didn't say.
So he bought a card. It's on a list. They said, I guess on the other article, they said there's a list of the most expensive cards, and it was number 9 on the list. So let's see. Here's a list of the rarest Pokemon cards and what they're worth. Maybe we can guess from this.
Yeah, this is coming from the gamer. Rayquaza, $4,500.
Okay, that one. Not that one.
Tropical Mega Battle. Megal. What's
10,
Tropical
10,000.
Megal? That's my own Pokemon. It's my OC.
Your Megal, yeah. That's what you call it. That's a nickname for something else. $10,000.
$10,000.
Okay, nope,
That's
can't be
not
that one. Ancient Mew,
$25. Nope.
Holographic Shadowless Charizard.
500.
500,000. Nope, not that one.
No.
So they're not in order of expense, apparently.
Shadowless Venusaur, 3,200. No. 2,400. No. I'm not seeing anything in the price
so far,
range. 1,900.
No.
2,000 for Espion.
Nope.
2,000 for Shining Charizard. Holographic Shadowless Mewtwo, 20 grand.
Okay, we're heading into the right. Yeah.
Okay. Krabby, 2,200.
Printed, yeah.
2,100 for Master's Key.
Nope.
Nope. Parent and Child, Kangaskhan, Khan, 100,000.
Well, maybe he got a good deal on one.
Maybe he got a good deal. Prototype Blastoise, 360,000. Oh, we're getting there. Pokemon Snap Trainer Magazine, Pikachu, 900. I've seen one of these before. Pretty sure I did. Southern Island Reverse Hollow Mew, 200. Oh, Magikarp, 50,000.
50,000.
Yeah, this is a Japanese card. We have Machamp, 6,000. Mask Royal Prize promo 18,000. Shiny Secret Rare Charizard, 500.
Nope.
Here we have a Chansey, 1,100.
No.
Trade, please. What the hell is this?
Nope.
What the hell is this card?
I don't know. It's probably could be wrong.
I thought it was.
It's part of a campaign in Japan where kids are encouraged to mail in a flyer with copies of a music album and to get a starter card. That's apparently real. I think it's likely worth more than that.
This is like it was made with MS Paint.
Yeah, well, it probably was.
This is horrible. I want this. I want this card. It's awful.
Well, it's not that much. It's $858.
I want that. I want this awful
I'd rather
card.
you not spend $858 on that, but okay. Pokemon Illustrator, 250,000. No.
Pokemon Art Academy Pikachu, 1,000.
That's cute.
10,000. Raichu. I'm gonna guess.
The closest one that we can find here, unless he got a really, really, really good deal, and that's why he grabbed it.
He might have.
Was the Magikarp.
Be the Magikarp. Yeah.
So, it was somewhere in there, and unless it was like one of the ones that worth like 100 or something, and he thought 100,000, he thought, oh, I'll flip it, like you said. But then he apparently didn't flip it, or if he did, he might have flipped it because, this happened last year, and they just now caught him. But I want to know how they caught him.
Are they gonna flip him in prison?
I'm sure, Do they send
I choose you, motherfucker.
Do they send them to hard prison for
bend over?
Could you explain? Could you imagine that? What are you in here for? Oh, I killed somebody. What are you in here for? I knocked off 10 banks. What are you in here for? I took the COVID help relief money and bought a Pokemon card. I'm like, I don't think that's gonna fly.
Gonna turn you into a Gyarados. Meet my Gyarados right here.
They're gonna easy to tell who's the bitch there. Anyway, it's just
prison bitch. I choose you.
I just can't. I just don't understand why you would do this. But I don't know. And then I want to know how he got caught.
I know people were taking the PP money. It's getting. God, there are so many jokes in there. The PPP money. I know people were taking it and they were buying things like real estate. They were
and cars.
You had time to pay it back. So they were. But the thing is that I don't think these people realize you have to show where you spent the money. You got to have the receipts. You can't just take it and do with it whatever you want to do and then come back and be like, you have to show, I paid payroll, I paid my rent.
Right, you have to prove it. And you can't just lie and say, hey, I have these freelancers, but they're suddenly my employees, even though they aren't your employees, and then you get to keep the money. That's not how this works.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of people taking a lot more money than they were supposed to because they're like, oh yeah, this rando that... he came over and mowed my lawn a couple times. Yeah, he's one of my employees.
But then here's the thing that doesn't sound like they were doing their job either.
No, they weren't.
Making sure that it was, on the up and up.
This whole thing, that whole situation, they were just like doling money out. Like, you got a business? You want some money? Here, have some money.
Why are we so in debt?
Have some money, everybody. Have some money.
Yeah, but meanwhile, people, couldn't stay working because their jobs shut down or whatever, and there was no help for them. Other than like the stimulus checks they mailed you. But You know, you were allowed to take your stimmy money and go buy cards if you wanted to, because you did not have to pay that back.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to use your stimmy money on cards, I mean, since a lot of people don't have to pay rent for whatever reason at the time, people probably did. I just can't wrap my head around this at all.
People were buying GameStop stock.
Yeah, some people got a lot of money off that. You know.
Yeah, there were kids making like hundreds of thousands of dollars off a freaking GameStop.
And now they're trying to put laws and stuff in place, aren't they? Now, so it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, of course they are.
Because it's okay when they do it. It's just not okay when everybody else does.
The house never loses. I keep telling people that, and they're like, "Oh no, we're gonna stick it to the man." It's like, no. The house never loses.
They'll just change the laws to make sure they can do it next time, but you can't.
Yep. Their system, their rules, their currency.
That reminds me of when, it's easy to cheat the New York Times bestseller list, and when they do it, it's okay. Publishers do it, it's fine. But when somebody else does it and they're not part of that group, how dare you take it away from, somebody else? How dare you? And they did the same thing they did, is that they just didn't go for them to do it, and they got pissed.
Now here, this is coming from, let's see, this is the Telegraph, I think, that broke it. They said that they were trying to guess too, and they had the #1 trainer card from the World Championship at 31,000 and 99 Pokemon Japanese promo Tropical Mega Battle Tropical Wind. Tropical Mega Battle Tropical Wind sold for 65,1 in October.
Well, it could be one of those, or it could be that they got it from some collector. I don't know. For whatever reason, we are not meant to understand it apparently. But this person thought, hey, hot damn, I got $85,000. I'm going to go buy a Pokemon card.
I want to look at this beautiful, beautiful train wreck of a card again. Where was that?
I think you're going the wrong way.
Awful.
It's not
I love it.
$858.
No, that is a $57,000 card.
And if you spent $57,000 on that, the government will not be who you have to worry about.
All right, so we got to wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.